He went,
To him, there is a logic. What we have to do is figure out what that logic is. Then I think we stand a chance of finding it.
As star of the hit show Without a Trace, Anthony LaPaglia is now a household name both here and in the US. But it's taken him more than 20 years to become an overnight success. In 1984, at the age of 25, Anthony ditched a promising soccer career and headed to Los Angeles.
It's no surprise that when Anthony arrived here, his first friends were actors. One of them is Jim Atchison. He's now a Hollywood producer, and he's inside this building. Excuse me, mate. I'm looking for Jim Atchison. Don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, let me call you back, okay? Okay.
Are you Jim Atchison?
I don't know if I want to be, but yeah.
I'm Cameron Daddo. How are you?
Hi.
I'm from a show called With Friends Like These. Do you need to answer that?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
Excuse me for a second.
All right.
Hello.
Hollywood. I want to talk to you about a buddy of yours, Anthony LaPaglia.
Uh-huh.
Can you give us 5 minutes?
Was he in trouble?
Could be. How did you meet Anthony?
We were both hungry, starving, struggling actors. I was new to the city, he was new to the city.
And he was fresh off the boat.
He was. Heavy Australian accent. And when he did audition, he would do it with an American accent. He was very good with accents. Inevitably, the casting director, whomever, would say, "Oh, I can hear your accent." So he stopped going in and having the Australian accent in the normal conversation, just went in as an American. And then eventually, his Australian accent seemed to go away. Now he has a New York accent.
So, Jim, we're putting together this surprise party for Anthony. Would you come?
Sure, of course.
Excellent.
So Anthony lost his Aussie accent and slowly started getting work. It wasn't until he played a gangster in the 1990 film Betsy's Wedding that his career took off.
Anthony reckons he's got one person to thank for getting that role. It was the producer, Martin Bregman. Martin is the creme de la creme of producers here. He's got credits as Dog Day Afternoon, Scarface and The Bone Collector. He's staying in this hotel. We just jaywalked, you know. We'll go find him.
How do you do? He's a good boy. Very polite.
Martin, do you remember casting him in Betsy's Wedding?
I remember it very well. You know, I knew what I was looking for, which was a kid, a young kid from the Bronx, from Brooklyn, who was a D's, them, and those guys, you know.
Wherever you want me to go, I'll go. I'm your man.
Casting agent that I had used, she says, "I think I have somebody for you. He's Australian." And I stared at her for a few minutes and I said, "Mary, you're losing your marbles."
Perhaps we could both think about this.
good.
And she says, "Well, read him." And I did. And he was sensational.
After Betsy's Wedding, Anthony's career really started to happen. Lead roles began coming his way, and the critics loved him too.
Anthony LaPaglia.
In 1998, he won a Tony Award, the stage equivalent of winning an Oscar, for his performance in A View from a Bridge.
This is absolutely mind-blowing. I have a lot of people to thank, and I blanketly thank everybody in the world right away.
Anthony was starring opposite Alison Janney in that play. Some of you might know her as CJ from The West Wing. She's supposed to be meeting her boyfriend here now, but he actually happens to be a mate of mine, and he ain't coming. Let's go disturb her. Alison. Hey, sweetheart. Hi, how are you? Good. Yes, how you doing? I just want to talk to you about one of, an old friend of yours.
Oh.
Anthony LaPaglia.
He is the one actor I've ever worked with who's actually matched my intensity on stage and actually surpassed it a little bit.
With a Tony Award to his name, Anthony was in demand on both sides of the Pacific.
At this rate, you won't even know how to change gears by the time I go back to Adelaide.
In 2001, he starred with Kerry Armstrong as husband and wife in Lantana,
I'm Detective Zach.
earning him an AFI for Best Actor.
All my girlfriends were saying, "Oh my God, Anthony LaPaglia, I want to marry him, I want to go out with him." I said, "Really? I just want to work with the guy." So I walked in, and I went like this, and plonked myself on his lap. And he went, like that, and I went, "It can only get better." About, I don't know, a year later, he said, "Ask me my most phobic thing." And I said, "What's your most phobic thing?" And he said, having my personal space invaded.
Up next, can I get tough guy Vinnie Jones to talk?
I don't know any famous Australians.
Okay, plus, what did Anthony think of his last surprise?
He hated it.